This is Catherine, KTG Outdoors, almost to Lake 22. And I think this hike is where the phrase that we heard a billion times in our family and learned to hate, it's just over the next ridge. The lake is just over the next ridge. Rejoice. 14 ridge lines later, there is nothing like the feeling when you know, because you can see it kinda. You can kinda see off in the distance, there's a gap in the hills, and the river is it looks like it's the outflow of a lake. Yeah, you can't really see it from here. There's nothing like that feeling when you're almost there, and you're really almost there, and you're just tired enough to be thinking, I'm really tired, but I feel great. This is why we go to the great outdoors, ladies and gentlemen. Couple hours, and we're almost there. And it's just stunning. There's no animals yet, no marmots, no deer, no nothing. But there's some pools where there's some fish. So we'll be fishing in this lake and in this little creek. Boo, boo, boo. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is Lake 22. Totally rustic with a bridge built around much of the shoreline. Just arrived. Before I cool down, I'm gonna get under the trees and put on a few layers, see what's up, have a little something to eat. Took a couple hours to get here, which is about what I planned for. And Lake 22 is 2.2 miles. So I don't know where they got the name Lake 22, but I know that 2.2 miles has nothing to do with it. So come on out. Parking lot's nice. Don't leave anything in your car. And you pretty much climb up a river the whole way. So have you some good shoes with some good soles. More in a minute once I walk around the lake. Well, I'll tell you what, it doesn't get too much better. The water is so crystal clear that I feel like the trout can see me. If there are any in this lake. I honestly, I don't think it's stocked, so I don't know if it has any or not, but honest to goodness, look at that. Yeah, and that's all you can hear is the roar of the waterfalls, and there's virtually no wind. It's not raining right now. Yeah, looking good. Gonna be here for a couple of more minutes. I'm gonna put on a Mr. Bead, one of my homemade lures, and throw a couple more, and then it's chilly enough I am going to start to wander back down toward the car, but I'm going to stop at a few spots and toss out the lure and see what we can do. Yeah, y'all got to come out here. It's fantastic. Well, friends, we're on our way back. Just started. And walking poles. I don't use them on the way up so much, but I definitely use them on the way down. And it just helps keep my balance and takes a little bit of the load off my knees. And it makes the downhill trip a lot more comfortable. And it goes pretty quick too, so definitely recommend walking poles. I've got mine out. Just met a lovely gentleman, came up here and definitely was an outdoorsman, had the right spirit, so kind of made my day. Anyhow, we'll take some pictures on the way back and maybe a video or two, and see you back at the car. I would say that in general, you don't want to videotape yourself going downhill on this trail. So don't do this at home. It's only for trained professionals, such as myself. But I had to offer some thoughts about the type of people that you'll meet on the trail. And they go from one extreme to the other. There's one group, they were urbans, is what I'll call them. And they got no clothes on, and like tennis shoes, and they're playing their stereo as they go. So they don't quite know what to do out here. They don't know what to wear, but they want to come out and have a good time. So, and they're in a fine mood and all that. And then I've met, oh golly, one dude, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 separate groups now. Some couples, a larger group, who are invariably dressed properly, were hydrating and doing all the right things, so they've been out here before. Just talked to a young man walking with his woman, and asked me if I've been fishing, because of course I got my rod in the pack. And I said, well, I've been casting, and it was wonderful. And he had just gotten into fishing, and so instantly I was able to steer him toward Coal Lake, which I haven't made it yet. I'm going to try and make it this year. Make it all the way up to the lake, because it actually gets stocked and there's actually fish in there. And so you automatically have something in common, right? And it's awesome, because you're out here in a place that you can't replicate this anywhere. I'm going to turn the picture around here in a second. And there's just a connection, because it's a very spiritual thing. And even if people don't realize it, they feel it. So I'm going to turn this around right now and let you know what is making all that noise. Okay, there are times when you need to take your pack off and hold it, or really get it down lower than your waist. And this is one of those times, because this sucker is a waterfall, and I got stuck underneath it because I had my rod sticking out my pack. And yeah, so I'm going to turn the camera around, and we're going to walk through the waterfall, because we're almost back. All right, yeah. If it wasn't for you guys, there's no way I would be filming this, because it's like, seriously, you gotta wait and duck under the log, and it's crazy. Yeah, welcome to Fantasy Island Tattoo. Alrighty, yeah, okay. Put the pack back on. Yeah, here's what we just came through. Yeah, you gotta wanna hike bad. Well, friends, we're back in the car. Got my Tinkerbell slippers on, otherwise known as my sneakers. And got some hot coffee I'm gonna sup. And gonna take some ibuprofen to head off any pain. And we're back. So, can't encourage you enough, man. Get out here early, get your hiking done, and it's only, what, 12:30? So I'll be home by 1, 2 o'clock, and got a whole day ahead of me, and a hot shower, too. So, this is Catherine from KTG Outdoors saying, get you to the outdoors, you won't regret it.